welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and today we're doing an unboxing of the latest game delivered from crowdfunding from the GameFound platform. This is Mythwind by Open Owl Studios, who previously made games like Stone Saga. So I'm very interested in taking a look at this together with you guys on camera. Haven't opened it yet. We've got some promos and some additional content here. And yeah, the game looks beautiful already, and I haven't even opened it. It's 1 to 4 players. It is sort of a cozy campaign type experience where a lot of people have likened it to the video game Stardew Valley, where you've got goals and objectives, but nothing too direct competition. So let's read what it says on the back, and we'll get right into it. Mythwind, a chance encounter with small magical sprites has led to an invitation. Rumors of a mythical valley in the region were only rumors until today. You have been called to make it your home, to build and to flourish. Let's see. So cooperative 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up. Mythwind is an open-ended cooperative game for 1 to 4 players, in which each player controls a distinct character. You will work together to establish a new town in the magical Mythwind Valley, achieve goals by constructing buildings, adventure throughout the region, navigate the unfolding story, and develop your character-specific profession. So yeah, it's kind of this journey that you go on cooperatively to build this, valley town. Let's start with maybe some of the extras, and then we'll get into the big box here. So we've got the event card pack. All right. I'll take a look and see what this is. Some extra events to come about in the game. All right, read this first. The promo is a self-contained story that has been created to seamlessly integrate into the Mythwind core box. Follow the instructions. Don't read any of the event or adventure cards in the pack. Okay, so we're not going to look at these. But you can see they are event cards with certain criteria on it. Now, I'm not going to look at it too harshly because it just warned me not to. But that's cool. Some extra content there for backing the game. And let's see if we can open up this tiny box. The Winds of Magic. These must be some of the magical sprites mentioned there who lead us into this magic valley. All right. Winds of Magic. Okay. That's everything in the box. We've got a punch board, some tokens. Okay, I'm not sure how those work other than you got some seasons and weather right there. We have the Winds of Magic rulebook. Overview adds more ways to interact with the weather. Self-contained stories and the event and adventure cards seamlessly integrating with the respective decks. 5 new buildings can be constructed, and a new type of action not in the core box. So we have some buildings like the aqueduct, the apothecary, the newspaper, pottery, tea house, all very cool stuff. We've got some small cards, kind of like mini Euro size. New beginnings, ready to work, pot of gold. So these appear to be goals. All town resources must be at 10. So, all right, we've got some stuff going there. And then event cards and situation cards there. Okay, so I'm not gonna linger too long on any one thing here because a lot of this is, discovered as you play the game. So I'm just gonna set these things aside. All right, and we're gonna get into what's in the box. Okay. Not suitable for children under 36 months. Choking hazards. Good to know. Okay. Let's open this up. This is by Brendan McCaskell and Nathan Lige, or Lige. This is packed to the brim And I hope once we get all this stuff punched, it's going to fit. But you can see even the side of this box has trays that are going to fit rather nicely. Yeah, okay. So we've got some journals for, it looks like, each of the different characters: the ranger, the crafter, the farmer, the merchant. Okay, and then we've got the rulebook, the town charter. All right, so basic concepts, how the day proceeds, phases of dawn, daytime. All right, improving the town. This is a very nicely done rule book, good quality paper, nice binding, full color, as you can see, with a lot of artwork and examples. This looks rather good, and should be pretty easy to read through. Nothing jarring. And we have a map, so that's interesting. I wonder how we will get to use this, if we get to mark on it or put stickers on it. It is reminiscent of, like, say, Gloomhaven, but that's more on a whole board. This is just an actual physical map, which is cool. So looks like you kind of found your way through the forest and settle a village out here. All right, so this is to accompany us in our story of discovering Mythwind. Here we have a photo glossy paper, okay, of this art and this, like, monument in nature, surrounded by these, like, sprites and flying creatures. So fascinating. You can put this, like, in a frame. Like, it's literally like photo paper. So there's a lot to look at there. Okay, so on top we've got a lot of cardboard. So we've got the farmer punch board. All this is going to come out, and I think all these upgrades will get slotted in there as you improve. You got good planner, green thumb, rancher, harvester. You got some money here to punch out. We've got the crafter. Okay, these are some of the abilities there: loyalty, productive, more experience, working fast. And on the backs of these is just kind of some icons that just kind of go with probably what they are, or perhaps how you get them. And then on the back, you can see, I guess, their specialty or starting resource type stuff for each different kind of thing that you can do. You've got the ranger, a lot of punches here. So these punch out too for, I guess, dice to go in there. The loyalty, delegator, community builder, extra work. Okay. A lot of money tokens as well. And we got the merchant. There's that. If you want to look at anything further, I would recommend slowing the video down and then just, pausing it or zooming in with that. Here we've got some cool, like, polyomino type tiles that are useful for the farmer. You got livestock in the form of, like, cow tokens there. Otherwise, gardening, looks like potatoes or yams or something. Let's see, we've got the crafter board and various tokens for such. So this is how you interact with crafting in the game. That is a big portion of this. Got to work together, build up the town. Game tray dice divider. I got this little lock there. We got crafter dials. We've got this little chart, which I'm sure these tokens all will kind of slide up and down in, that kind of thing. We've got the images on here. It's like the hammer. We've got, like, images of vegetables and fruits. We've got pelts and, I think, wine and glasses or goblets. Okay. The ranger and his board. And the farmer's forest and equipment tiles. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at here, a lot of detail, and you can see, like, costs on some things here and different things that you can build. We've got an adventure tile, which is probably for the first player. Town season tile, resource tokens, action spaces, goal tokens. All right. So I guess food, drink, construction, and miscellaneous. I don't know. Okay. And another board with different kind of tiles here. Okay. So that's the cardboard right there on the top of the box. That's going to need to be punched and sorted and put into these various trays. So I think each player is going to have their own tray of relevant stuff to be sorted, which we'll have to do. They look rather nice. Who made this? I don't know. They didn't imprint like the manufacturer, but it does look rather well made, rather well done. You can see like where tiles would easily kind of stack and lay out there. There's spots with, you know, places for everything, and it's designed in a way that you can always push down and pick it up without, you know, any trouble. So yeah, I think these are really well designed. Obviously, once we kind of get it put together, you better see, you know, how everything fits. Now, I'm not going to do that bit on camera. That's for later. All right, what's this one? Is this for like the town in general? Okay, so we've got probably places for the goals and various like achievements to shoot for. We've got trackers here on the 4 various kind of tracks that you're working towards. This is kind of like a mix of like plastic and cardboard already pre-assembled, which is cool, functional, and unique. It's not a dual layer board like you would normally find. It's like plastic on one side and then the cardboard on the other. Here's some more similar type stuff going on here with extra exploration. I wonder if you'll end up like putting this together, you know, in some kind of overarching picture. I don't know. But it's very cool, and I do like it. There's a lot to really like here. This is a fantastic production, you know, unlike anything I've seen before, and that's saying something. Very, very good. And then we've got another board, or a tray, that helps you sort some other content here. We've got a deck of cards. I'm going to see what these are all about. Okay. So here we've got like directional 3, 2, and 1 arrow cards. Watch for danger. Let's see. Isolated. So various situation type stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna set that there. Rivals cards. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Rivals, the grain farmer, the gem cutter, the builder. So I imagine you might have to have a couple rivals in here to kind of push you ahead and give you something to fight against, perhaps, you know. Let's put that back here, set that aside. All right. Now, we've got some velvet bags that are drawstring velvet bags. We've got the green one and kind of a maroon red one. Very nice quality. And then below, we've got some envelopes, 1, 2, 3, 4, which are sealed. So let's just leave them sealed. If anything, those are going to be revealed to you throughout gameplay. So let's leave those alone. We've got dice to look at. These appear to be wooden dice, rounded edges, so it should roll rather nicely. Yep, they feel pretty good. They're not too heavy, but just about right. So it looks like the orange and blue. Orange looks like it has a lot of like person pips on it that are kind of carved in there and painted. And the blue one has like butterflies or something like that. Also carved in and painted. quite a few dice here. Lots to roll, lots to assign to different players. Very cool. We have some miniatures. Let's take a look at some of the miniatures in the game. So this looks like the farmer, maybe, because he's got his shovel and he's got like a spade in the back with some gloves and a basket of veggies on his side. He's a big burly looking dude. Pretty cool. Then we have the hunter or the ranger, perhaps. He's got his gun and knapsack, like kind of like a pelted coat there and some nice boots there. He's got a huge shotgun. That's cool. Here she might be the merchant, I think, if I had to guess. She's got scrolls there. She's reading a book with a little quill pen and a raven or some sort of bird on her shoulder. It's very cool. I do like the art and the design on these. They're really nice. And then you got this girl, which might also be the trader now that I look at it. But yeah, she's got tons of stuff on her backpack there, just hanging off everywhere. Looks like she's ready to go on a long trip and carry a whole bunch with her, even like a pot on top. That's cool. All right, these are, very nice, good quality. They're nicely sculpted. I don't see any, issue there with, how the mold has come out. So it's looking very good. Even the base of these is textured, so that's nice. It's also uncommon. And then underneath all of this, we've got lots of cards. Lots of cards. So as to avoid potential spoilers, I'm not going to linger too long on any set of cards, but I'll just kind of flip through them so you can kind of see what kinds of content there is to see here. I don't want to spoil anything, but we do want to see the kind of components that are here. So we've got numbered cards up to, 13 or so. Then we've got our buildings, things that you can build, the cathedral, the chapel, the church. You can see for yourself here the courthouse. I will say the artwork on this looks really good. There's a lot to like here in how it looks, and iconography is clear and bold. Once we kind of read through the rule book and see how all these things work, everything's very clear, so that's good. Also, they're small. They're nice small little cards here for ease of just putting stuff out on the table. And then we have various icons on the backs of those numbered cards. Okay. Then we have these small, looks like requests cards. Let's see. Where did I put the... There we go. So far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with this production. And I know there's just a ton of effort and detail put into this game. And I cannot wait to give it a try here. Especially because I like the idea of being able to play kind of this, what you would call a cozy game on the tabletop. I do enjoy some cozy games now and then, like on video games. Stardew Valley is one of them. Palia just came out. That's another one that's, nice and cozy about farming and building up, the area or the town. And to some extent, one of my favorite board games, Everdell, could be kind of in the same category because you've got the cozy animal setting and building out your own town. There's still competition in that, but it's not direct competition. Whereas this game says, no, this is actually like cooperative. You're working together to build, something amazing. So I really like the idea of this, and that's why I backed the game. So you can see these different kinds of cards here that you can find. There's like 4 different types that has these icons on them. So not sure how those all come into play yet, obviously. Got some weather cards. And then some other events, maybe. So various weather here. You can kind of see with the artwork what kind of day you're having. All right. And goal cards or achievement cards. The highest town resource must be 4 higher than the lowest. Accelerated growth. So a lot of different ways to sort of navigate and build your town. Okay. There we go. Let's take a look at some of these. A lot of event cards. And again, I don't know if these are going to be shuffled or if they're going to be like part of a campaign where it says, look up this particular card. So you can see they got a lot of flavor text to these, and at the bottom, they generally have kind of like the gameplay effect. But there's a lot of events. I mean, just a lot that can happen that you have to deal with as a group. I think that's great. That's going to really add to its memorable, replayability and making your own stories, kind of those emergent stories that just sort of happen as you play. Okay. And I'm looking now, and these are numbered events. So you can see this one's 1, and then at the bottom, 154. So yeah, I do think that these are going to be, called out specifically in a lot of cases so that you don't do something too out of order that's going to hurt your game if you're not ready for it, Okay, and then the last pack of cards right here. Rather large versions of some of these small goal cards. Also numbered. So again, there might be some spoilers if you were to take too close a look at these. But it's all very impressive because you're seeing, kinds of storylines that, can happen. Like this first one, just outside of town, you find 2 workers having a disagreement over 3 chickens. Both claim they belong to them. You have choices. Either give all of the chickens to the worker you suspect is telling the truth, or give each one of them a chicken and keep one for yourself. And then you can kind of figure out on the backside which choice you made and how that affects the game. So there are going to be some sort of ethical dilemma and morality decisions to be made as you play the game. There's still hidden content that we're not going to look at. So there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to unpack here and really prep before you get ready to play. I will say once again, the rule books and little journals, I guess that they call these for your characters, they're really nicely done. Let's just take a quick look. You got some reference there on the back for each character. So always having a good player reference is amazing. But in this case, you don't have just a reference page. You have a journal. You have like your own booklet for your character or character class that kind of gives you how to set up, how to play, how to, use all of your unique abilities to help, your village. So I guess, one person's going to teach and then the other players just kind of read their journal and, then you come together and play. So this all looks really cool. I'm really excited to try this out. I am impressed a lot by the components here and the love that was put into this. I mean, you can just tell. I don't know if you can pick all of that up through the video, but Mythwind, I think, is going to be a big hyped game this year. So keep your eyes open for that, and probably stay tuned on the channel for more content regarding Mythwind and other games coming out. So I appreciate you guys watching this unboxing, and make sure you stick around on the channel, subscribe, so you don't miss any content or news videos that I put out. I will mention as well that I just wrote and published a book for board gamers called Push Your Luck, the Board Game Dictionary. Right now you can get it on Amazon, on Kindle, and essentially it's a huge dictionary of over 800 terms and references for board gamers, so that you can get an idea for every bit of definitions for anything related to gaming and game mechanisms, and a lot of stuff's in there. So I basically collected and put together as much information I could that would be useful in sort of a dictionary format. It's available online, $10. So go get a copy. Let me know what you think in the comments and what you think of Mythwind. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in our next video. So until next time, see you later.